Hi, my name is Rachel Lawrence, and this is my project on Iceland, a geologic history. What is the present location of Iceland? Iceland is an island on the Pacific Ocean that is located adjacent to Greenland and Norway. It has a crack through it, otherwise known as the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, that divides the nation into two. This ridge diverges the Eurasian and the North American tectonic plate. This country is one of the only places on Earth that you can observe the effects of plate movement above sea level. You can actually walk on it and claim that you're not on a tectonic plate. It has high volcanic activity due to mantle plumes below the surface and divergent boundaries. These active volcanic areas are categorized into neovolcanic zones. Iceland's general mineral composition. Iceland is composed of primarily basalt, which makes up most of the ocean's crust. Basalt is formed from solidified magma that erupts from the mantle plumes. Iceland rests on a mantle plume, and as the plates diverge, the magma erupts because it is forced upwards. As it cools, land forms and further develops the island. It actually grows about 2.5 centimeters each year. We'll talk about that on the next slide. The cooled lava that it forms the land is basaltic, of course. Iceland's formation. It began its formation during the Cretaceous period about 60 to 70 million years ago. The Mid-Atlantic Ridge was just beginning to open due to the Eurasian and North American plates diverging. Iceland sits on top of a hotspot, and as the plates diverged further, the mantle plume erupted to form the volcanic island. Each year it expands by 2.5 centimeters. This is a diagram of the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. You can see that the plates are separating and that the area between the divergent boundaries is called a rift. The Mid-Atlantic Rift is a bridge between the two continents throughout Iceland. In Iceland's zone, it further develops as this ridge separates and the magma forms to erupt. It creates more land. This is an image or a diagram of the Iceland plume, or the mantle plume, otherwise known as a hotspot. It shows the development of Iceland. You can see as the mantle plume forms and it becomes a hotspot, it erupts the magma, and over time, it starts from 14 million years ago and goes to the present time. You can see that there has been more land formation throughout time. This is a diagram of a mantle plume. You can see that it starts from the core, and as the plume rises, it becomes a hotspot and then can lead to a volcanic trail or formation of new land. The plume begins to rise from the lithosphere. Of course, the hotspot develops, and it develops a rift zone, which splits the continent, creating that ridge. And as magma begins to erupt, the crust forms along the mid-ocean ridge. The new crust pushes the plates apart and forms the island. This is a diagram of the Icelandic rift zone. The formation of island begins with mantle plumes, as stated. Over time, it forms deep rift valleys that you can actually walk on in Iceland. And that's what we were stating earlier. If you walk on that, you can claim that you are not standing on a tectonic plate, which is pretty rare. You don't get that opportunity in most places of the world. Iceland's current situation. Putting aside Iceland's commitment to sustainable energy using geothermal energy, the country is literally becoming divided. It continues to diverge west and east approximately 2.5 centimeters each year. However, as the lava continues to erupt, it fills those gaps. So we never have to worry about the island splitting into two entirely because the lava will keep forming new land. It's just going to get bigger. It's not going to divide, considering that it's filled. Today, it faces the issues of global warming, with ice making up 1/10 of the island, and as it melts, it's going to proceed to suffer because there could be rising ocean levels or the ground could rise, ground level. Iceland's recent geological interactions. Iceland has over 30 active volcanoes as of 2021. After 800 years of lying dormant, the volcano, I'm not going to pronounce this right, Fagradalsfjall, erupted in March of 2021. and the ground level is rising near this certain peninsula, according to GPS data. Thank you.